Well, I'm originally from New York. I was born and raised there, married, had two beautiful children. One of the hardships of that was losing my mom at a very young age, at 18. And the reason of me not continuing my education was because I had nobody to help me with my children. Being a single mom was hard, and that's one of the main reasons I didn't even finish high school. Because I didn't have anybody to care for my children. I was married very young, divorced very young, and I've been on my own since, never remarried, just raising my children. My daughter, she inspires me, she pushes me and tells me that I can do anything, no matter what age I am. And she's like, it's rough for us now, my generation. She was like, Mom, your generation was much smarter than we are. So when I moved to California, I saw how difficult it was to get a job without having an associate's or a bachelor's, and decided to go back to school. My daughter inspired me and pushed me and told me I can do it and that I was smart, and that's why I'm continuing my education now. Short-term goal is to get my degree, hopefully my bachelor's after my associate's. I probably train in property management, and eventually my long-term goal is to have my own real estate company. That's my dream. When I received a letter from Soroptimist about me congratulating me on winning an award, I was really taken back. I cried, I jumped up and down. I didn't know what I won. I won something, and it was so that it can help me in my everyday struggles with especially finances. I was very appreciative.
My name is Abigail Aragon. I go to San Diego Academy. I'm a senior and I play basketball, soccer. The reason why I like to volunteer is because I like to help people. I like to get involved in things, go on missionary trips, get involved in school, and just helping others. And the organizations that I volunteer for are it's through the Migrant Education Program, which I volunteer for the holiday baskets. And the other organization that I volunteer through would be through my church, Solana Beach Presbyterian. We go there missionary trips. I've been to Oaxaca. I've been to Cabo San Lucas, and I've been down to Tijuana, where we go and help build houses for the families who are in need and who just need a bigger space. The biggest accomplishment that I have experienced would be just being able to help the people who are in need. When we're done, just having to experience the happiness with them, the tears of joy with them, and just leaving Tijuana with a warm and big heart, because we know we did something good down there. Okay, so my role models I would probably say would be my parents. In the future, I see myself still being involved in community service, helping people. I'm applying for Maricosta Community College. I'm going to do 2 years there and then transfer to Cal State San Marcos after that. And I'm planning to study to become a nurse or to work with kids with Down syndrome.
Besides volunteering, I am really active in the community of my school. I'm in a bunch of clubs, and I also love to act, and I'm also in the speech and debate team at my school. And besides that, I really like watching TV. I've volunteered for a really long time. It's always kind of been a part of my life. So I've never really questioned really why I'm volunteering. It's always just been something that I love to do and that I feel like is just a really meaningful part of my life. For volunteering, I'm with an organization called the National Charity League, and it's a mother-daughter organization that I started in 7th grade. And every year we do service for a bunch of different organizations, philanthropies in the community. Like a couple of my favorites are making cookies to give to the Oceanside Women's Resource Center, or serving soup at a soup kitchen in Fallbrook. My greatest accomplishment as a volunteer is really just working on the ground level to be able to support all the strength and all the efforts that those who created these organizations have. I really believe that it's really important for these organizations to exist, but in order for them to thrive, they need people working and doing all the seemingly small actions that end up really making a difference. And for me, I think that's one of my greatest strengths, is being able to go into any situation and see what is needed to be done and being able to help. I've been able to act as a leader at my school that I go to because it's a new high school, and I've gotten the opportunity to start some clubs. For instance, I've been the president of Drama Club all 4 years, and I've been an officer. I was an officer in ASB, I was an officer in speech and debate, and a bunch of different clubs. And it's really given me the opportunity to be able to learn how to preside over a certain amount of people and be able to bring all the different ideas at the table together. And really that has kind of made leadership kind of be a thing that's a goal for my life. I've always know that wherever I am, I really want to make a difference. And I think that I can do that if I have the influence to be a leader and being able to make a change in the world. I would have to say that my role models are mainly my family, because they're who I'm around all the time, and they are the ones who have been able to guide me in my life. And also Ellen DeGeneres, because she makes people laugh and inspires people. In the future, I'm graduating from high school this year, and then I will be going off to college. I'm not sure where yet. I've sent out all my applications, but they haven't quite gotten back to me. But I'm going to college and majoring in theater, and from there, I'm not sure where I'm going to be, but wherever I am, I know I want to make a difference. When I found out that I won the Violet Richardson Award, I got that phone call, I was just so excited and felt so honored to have even been considered for this award. I also felt a little just kind of overwhelmed because I didn't expect to win, and I was really excited and honored that I did.
When I think back, it's actually a long time already that I began to be aware of human trafficking. This issue of human trafficking became a priority for our congregation, and our sisters in other countries are also working on this issue. We have a woman in our shelter right now who comes under that type of category. She's from Africa, but she worked in Middle Eastern country as a housekeeper, and very, very wealthy people, but she never got any money. Lots of work, but no pay for the work. And so then my term of office was over. I came back to the United States in 2002, and Sister Sheila and I talked over and started our efforts. And
my interest in human trafficking is predated by my basic concern for women in general, and that's where I feel a real kinship with the Soroptimists. Maybe I was an underground Soroptimist even before I met the Soroptimists. Where this came from, I can't even pinpoint, but as I've been tuned into issues that women have to deal with, even in our own country, I feel like we're always dealing with the short end of the stick. So over the years, this has been percolating in my heart. Our community has these big international meetings every 6 years, and I was asked to be on the planning committee for that meeting. And even though women are on my mind, I came into the meeting thinking I really want to hear what other people around the world have on their mind. But lo and behold, the issue of women came forward, and specifically one of the issues was human trafficking. So out of this meeting we drafted a statement saying how we want to respond to women. There was a whole list, and then each unit or each country was to take the statement back and to say what 2 areas could we address. So our country, the United States, said we want to address human trafficking and we want to look at the education of girls and women. And at that point I was in a transition in my life also, which coincided with Sister Jean's. And so we were kind of taken with this issue. What can we do? We decided to come to California because it was one of the 2, well actually one of the 4 big states for incidences of human trafficking. Surprisingly enough, Hope House was not even in our original plan. Sister Jean does a wonderful newsletter called Stop Trafficking, which raises awareness, and as I said before, I was just on the alert to see what the need was. But both Sister Jean and I went around to various workshops to learn as much as we could about human trafficking. And in that period of time, we heard repeatedly the need is there for housing. A human traffic victim, because oftentimes they have a legal case prosecuting their trafficker, it may take 18 months to 2 years, and during that time they are not able to work, they have no means of livelihood, so they need a place to stay. So after hearing this repeatedly, we decided 5 years ago that we would open a shelter. And we did that in Central California, about an hour and a half south of San Francisco. However, we got very few referrals because the women needed to be near their lawyer, near what they were involved in, and we were just far enough away that that was not possible. And we got the green light and the invitation to come down to San Diego. We were told that North County had the need, so that is how we landed in North County. So our house will be 3 years old as of March 1st.
As we look back at these 3 years, I think we've learned to know the resources in North County. When we came here, we actually knew no one. We have developed a growing network of agencies with which we collaborate. These agencies provide kind of the holistic services that a woman needs when she comes. And so all of these resources fill in the needs of these women. One of the services I would like to highlight that I think is absolutely tremendous is coming out of the project that the Soroptimists thought through and have funded, and that is to provide exposure, social skill development, entering into work settings where the women can be exposed to the type of non-professional and professional work that is available to them depending on their education and their skill level. But this has been tremendous. 2 of the women that we currently have both profited so much from this service. In fact, one of the women, she did so well at the agency that they said if and when she gets her work permit, they would hire her, and as of just a couple weeks ago, that's exactly what happened.